the Ugandan market is kind of funny. People don't know these things.
Yeah.
So once you decide to enter into this business that we are doing, be ready to go hard on marketing.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity to do something that is not really done by so many people, why not do that? Why go into something that already has so many people doing it?
Yeah.
I think I fall sick when I'm broke. So I was trying to look for
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Karunji Josephine and I'm so glad to have you here. If this is your first time, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So in today's video we have a special guest with us. Yes, and she's going to be introducing herself to you, but let me just give you a little bit about who she is. She's a content creator and she is a lady in business. I know most of you know her. Yes, I know you can now guess who she is. I want her to take us on her journey, how it started, where she got the inspiration, and the future. Is it something that you would want to also engage yourself in? Well, let's welcome Mitra on this YouTube channel, guys. Mitra, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Josephine. I am so honored to be here on your channel, and also being one of my first videos. Doing interviews about my business is such an honor. Thank you so much for welcoming me. For those of you who don't know, my name is Mitra. I have a YouTube channel called Mitra, and then I'm also the proprietor, Mitra Scents.
Oh, wow.
I make scented candles here in Uganda, made by me. I don't import them. I make them here in Uganda, and also red diffusers.
Wow. Such an honor to have you here.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you for accepting to appear and share this knowledge with us.
You're welcome.
So I'm a big fan of your content. I watch you on YouTube, but I didn't know that you actually are engaging in business, and that is something that I would like you to share with us.
How did you know?
Yeah, I got to know. I got to know about your business when when I saw you in Wademaya's videos, and you gifted her scented candles, and I was like, okay, so Amito does this. So I wanted to know more, and I think some people would also like to know more. But before we go into that, what made you actually want to engage in business first of all? Because I've seen some people, when they have let me say one source of income, they want to just be on that. What made you to think of doing business? Why did you start this business?
First of all, I love money. I love money.
Yeah.
I love making money. And I think I fall sick when I'm broke. So I was trying to look for I fall sick when I'm broke, so I was trying to look for more and more sources of income. Given that we are in Uganda and the economy is not that stable, you can never really rely on one source of income. So when you have different sources of income, somehow you have the peace, and then also you kind of contented that if this fails out today, this won't fail out, you know? Yeah, so number two, at the beginning of 2022, I wrote down a few things that I really wanted to achieve before the year ended, and one of them was a business. But when I was writing down these things, I didn't know what business I really wanted to do. But of course, I wanted to do something that I loved. So there are a few things that I love. I love food. For those of you who watch me on YouTube, you know. Of course, I don't eat a lot, but I love good food. I love looking at nice food and all that. So I wanted something that was either food related or scents related, because I also love scents so much. I love nice perfumes. So I thought about it, and of course, we can't make perfumes here in Uganda. You'll know it's quite a process of making perfumes and all that. So I had to do some Googling, some research here and there to see what exactly can I make. Now, initially I wanted to get into the cake business or the juice business, but I also realized that I have so many friends in that area, in those areas that I am already supporting. I felt like me joining their businesses, their business idea would be like competition. If you have an opportunity to do something that is not really done by so many people, why not do that? Why go into something that already has so many people doing it? So that is why I told you I did some research, and then I got to know that the truth is I have like 10 people doing cakes, like in my circle, and then I have like 5 people doing
So
juice.
You wanted to do something unique.
Yeah, so I felt like I know I would still get market because I know how to market myself.
Yeah.
But then I felt like doesn't make sense knowing that I am making juice and Kakoma is making juice as well, making cakes, and then Anita is also making cakes. Because I also love supporting my friends. So I felt like, okay, since none of my friends was doing scents, I was like, since none of my friends is doing this, let me just go into this and let them do what they are doing already.
Yeah, that was so thoughtful and quite good to observe, because some people don't see it in that way, that you really don't want to compete with your friends. You'd like to still support them, but still do something, unique.
Competition is not a problem at all.
Yeah.
We all will win. We all can win in whatever we do, whether we are 10 or 20, but then sometimes you just have to also consider that there is something else you can do. So if you can do something else that not so many people are doing, why not do that? Why engage into something that so many people are
I think that is also a problem that we have here in Uganda. People don't want to be creative. People want to do almost the same business. Like, I've seen someone else do it there, let me also start it here, something like that. So that's quite good. Yeah, and I also wanted to know, like...
let me cut you short. And also people don't want to do research because now there is a problem in Uganda and also other, I think, African countries. When someone looks at you making money, they literally don't have passion for what you're doing.
Yes.
But because they see you're making money, they're going to jump into it.
Oh, yeah.
Before you do anything, research about it. Find out if you really want to do it.
Yes, are you passionate
about it? Because when you do something that you don't like, that is how you're going to produce poor quality stuff.
Definitely.
That is how you're going to mistreat your clients and all those things, because you don't like what you're doing. All you want is the money. So you're not going to consider how your client feels, how the products you're giving them look like, or what kind of quality you're giving unto them, because you don't care whether they like them or not. As long as they buy, all you want is the money. So always do some research and also have passion. I always believe, people say that about when you're making money you don't look at passion, but I for one feel like if you have something that you love doing, do it, because you're going to do it with all the love, and then even when the money comes in, you're going to feel like, okay, yes, I'm working.
It will be like an additive to it. Now, you've almost answered what I just wanted to ask you, like, why did you engage into this? Now, I think you've got the answer why she actually chose the scents business. So let's get into this business. Like, some people don't know about this making of candles. Like, people think... bintu bya bazungu. Let me even say it in Luganda. And that means, like, people think this is a thing for whites. So I'd like you to, elaborate more about it. What kind of candles do you do? And
Okay, now when I thought about the scents, like I told you, I love scents. And I remember way back when I just started my Facebook, 2017, around there, I used to talk so much about people who smell terribly. I would be like it doesn't cost you anything buying a deodorant, buying a perfume. Why would you be smelling so bad? So I felt like some people really don't take care of their personal hygiene, and definitely if you don't take care of your personal hygiene, you can't take care of your home hygiene, your house hygiene, because it starts with your body and then your surrounding. So I started with, at the beginning of okay, let me take you back before I even got into the whole business idea and all that. In 2019, I got some card deal. I got some card deal, some very good deal, and then I didn't want to waste the money. I thought about it, I was like, what can I use this money for instead of eating it? I know I don't have responsibilities, like I don't have children and all that, but then I've always been thinking about my future. Children will come in, I have my family and all that, so I always want to have money. So I was like, what can I use this money for instead of it just sitting in a bank and doing nothing? So because I already had that passion for scents, I decided to start with selling perfumes, like the simple perfumes, the affordable ones. So I sent someone money abroad and they bought for me. Of course, they stole from me because they bought half original products, half fake products, and that kind of costed me, but it's still okay because at least they bought a few. That really helped me. So I got into that business slowly and started selling my perfumes slowly like that, until COVID happened. Because you know what happened in COVID, there is always someone who's going to buy a perfume when they need food and all that. So when COVID happened, it kind of took me back somehow, but again, you know, startup or so I still wanted, I still had the passion to continue with this. But then when 2022 happened, not to forget, I don't know if you've watched a video on my YouTube. 2021, actually the whole of 2021, I was depressed. Yeah, I went through something. I fell sick. I got a disease that really put me down, and I was on treatment for almost 8 to 9 months. It really put me down. I wasn't working. I wasn't doing, like, all the little money I had, I was bringing into, I was also spending it because I needed to treat myself. I needed to drink well, eat well, and all those things that are involved with treatment. So 2022, because now I was okay. I was done with the sickness. I was totally fine and healed. So 2022, I really wanted to cover up for all the time I had wasted and all the money I had lost and all that. So I really wanted something that would really bring me money. So that's how the whole idea. But the truth is, sense wasn't like the first priority. Food was. But then, like I told you,
you changed your mind.
I changed my mind. I was like, let me do sense. And I had to, like I told you, I had to do research and all that. Then I zeroed down to scented candles. Now I had to also research who is making scented candles in Uganda, who is selling them.
That's what I was actually going to ask you.
I saw people doing it in Uganda, but also being a content creator, I watched so many content creators, Kenyans, South Africans, Nigerians, and then Americans, you know, the British and all that. So I always, you know, I love girl vlogs because I'm into lifestyle. So I watch so many of lifestyle videos and content creators. And then sometimes someone has gone for shopping. I love shopping. Someone has gone for shopping and then they're doing that shopping haul of, oh, I picked a diffuser from here, I picked a scent, I picked a candle and all that. I started, you know,
picking interest.
I mean, why are these people using candles and you're not using scented candles in Uganda? You know, all the candles we know about are
the long ones.
Yes, of course. I will say I've used scented candles before in my past. I started loving them while I was at campus, the Bath and Body Works and all that. But then I didn't know it was really a thing. Yes, but then knowing that these content creators could talk about it all the time, like almost every content creator you're watching,
they influenced you.
Sometimes they're doing the nighttime routines, and part of the nighttime routine is lighting a candle, burning a candle. It's like, okay, I think this is something that Ugandans don't know about, but I can learn it and introduce it to them. So I started doing research about candle makers. Unfortunately, you know how you do research on YouTube, on Google, it never brings Ugandans. I don't know why. So it was giving me Kenyans.
Mostly Kenyans. I think Kenyans have the biggest influence in content creation, especially in East Africa. They are doing really well. But then I did research. I did like research for about 2 months, like just looking out for candle makers, videos about them, how they do those things, and like the little information that they talk about candles before I even engaged myself into learning it. So when I did that, then eventually I also met 2 Ugandans who were making candles. I reached out to one who looked like she was really doing so well. I reached out to, the reason why I'm not going to mention her name here is because I reached out to her and I requested her to give me time, meet her, talk about her business, and also learn from her. And she gave me a very bad response. A very bad response. And then
I just had to let her go. Then the other one was not reachable. Every time I called her, she could tell me, oh, I'm busy, I'll call you later.
Like, did you tell them you also wanted to start the same
Yeah, I
business?
told them I wanted to learn. I first actually sent the messages on Instagram, and then they read the messages and left me on scene. Now that's the challenge with Ugandans.
I think maybe they thought of you as a competitor, something like that. So people fear competition most of the time.
Now that is what I want to address. We are very many. We are over 40 million Ugandans.
Yes.
And there is no way you're going to supply 40 million even in a year.
The space is so big for all of us.
Exactly. You can't even supply 1 million people in 1 year.
Yeah.
You can't, especially here in Uganda. So we can all make money. We can all win, you know, because the people that know me may not be the same people that know you. We might all. I'll give you an example of basic things like cakes. There's so many people making cakes, but are they all not making money?
Yes.
They are making money. Same applies to candles and diffusers and anything else. There's so many people having shops selling perfumes. Perfumes is something you buy once in like a month, right?
Yes.
But aren't they making money?
They are.
They are making money.
I think it is a challenge that we have here in Uganda, that people fear competition. If someone is doing that one thing, they want to be the only ones doing it. So it's like if they introduced you to this thing, they felt like you would maybe steal their customers. I don't know what their reasons were. Yeah. So
the first one was really very mean. Then the second one just tried to dodge me and all that. So I started doing my own learning online and all that. Until in the process of learning, one of the candle makers, like a very low-key candle maker, she's called Hope. She reached out to me because maybe someone in her circle was watching me on YouTube. So she just reached out to me like a fan of like she wants to say hi and all those things. And then when I realized that she's making candles, I was like, okay, it's like God has sent this person to me. Let me reach out to her and ask her the basics. So I paid her, I went to her place and I learned the basics. After learning the basics, actually the period when I was learning the basics, I noticed one of the big candle suppliers in the US had a master class
about starting.
How to make candles and diffusers and those things. So I signed up for the master class, and that's how I started learning. So I did about 4 master classes online, and that's how I became what I am today.
So Mitra actually did study for what she's doing, guys. Yeah. So I would like you to take us through this kind of business. Like, how do these candles work? Like, just take us through it. For people who don't know about scented candles, like, how would you introduce this to them?
Scented candles, like scented, you know?
Yeah.
These are candles.
Just what I want you to explain to us, like for someone who has never used scented candles, what would you like tell them? Like, what's the good thing about scented candles, and why do people use them anyway? Apart from the good smell and all that, like, why do people use scented candles?
Okay, so scented candles, number one, scent your space. They scent your house.
And by the way, guys, this place is smelling so nice.
Thank you.
This place is smelling so nice. Like, I can't explain how, you know, this scent is, but I think you can tell it when you get to have one of the scented candles. Yeah.
So scented candles scent your space. It could be your house. Your office. You know, whatever space it is, it can scent it. Now, the beauty about scented candles...
Does it work in washrooms also?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Sitting area, the dining, the bathroom. Actually, most people put them in their bathrooms, bedrooms, sitting area, and the kitchen.
Yeah.
Most people.
Okay.
So, scented candles, number one, are romantic. You know, like for people who really love like me.
Me too.
Yeah, you know, there are some people ngabo yes. Love is not their thing. But for people who are romantic and love, scented candles really help you feel that type of way, and also kind of they put your relationship up there. Imagine you're having dinner with your partner at home, and then you light like a scented candle.
Good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they're romantic, and then they scent the house, and then I use them as therapy. To like, you light it and then, you know, you start, you know, thinking about everything you've been through, and you feel like it doesn't matter anymore. It
calms
like,
you down?
Exactly, it calms you down, like therapeutic. Yeah, and also, of course, for light, if you need to use them for light. But now, the beauty about the scented candles that I make is that I use eco-friendly products.
All right.
Products that are friendly to the community.
Are you only making scented candles? You talked about diffusers. Okay. What are diffusers?
Okay, reed diffusers. So when I was doing my research about the people who were making scented candles in Uganda, I realized that those that are making scented candles are quite of coming up, but then there are few that are making reed diffusers.
Okay, they're called reed diffusers. Right?
Yeah, reed diffusers.
They call them diffusers.
Yeah, they're reed diffusers because we also have electronic diffusers, the ones that you just plug onto electricity. Those ones only work when there is power.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they only send to the area during that period after you've, you know, plugged them in.
Yeah.
But the beauty about reed diffusers is that they are 24/7. Like once you have a diffuser in your house, 24/7 the house is going to be smelling good. It's not like smelling good for a certain period of time, and then after you plugged it out, it's no longer smelling good. Like the house keeps smelling good the whole time.
All right.
Yeah. So I make scented candles and reed diffusers. Then the scented candles have bika types. There are those scented candles that are mosquito repellents.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there are those ones that you just use to, you know, bring about scent in the house. Now those ones that are we call them here in Uganda, we call them mosquito repellents, but they're actually bug repellents, like all the bugs, house flies, bees, mosquitoes.
Okay, so they not only work on mosquitoes, they also work on other insects.
Yes.
Are they safe for us to use?
They are very safe because we use organic products. The scents are organic, they're natural scents. So, you know, I'll give you an example. If you had like eucalyptus in the house, it like you would not have like house flies and mosquitoes coming around your house because they are repellent to that scent.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just applies to the candles.
All right.
The scents that you use
are
natural, so they chase the mosquitoes and the bugs away.
Okay. So that is quite interesting. And so now, guys, you know what scented candles are, and you can actually get yourself one. So I would like you to also take us through the business side of it. Before starting this thing, did you only look at the passion side of it, or you also looked at the profit side of it?
A little bit.
Okay.
I talked about the scented candles, but I didn't tell you about the reed diffusers.
Okay.
So the reed diffuser is also a meat scent. I just have a reed diffuser. This is how a reed diffuser looks like.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, it's just a bottle that has scent in it. Now the scent in here is mixed with so many things. Just not a scent. There's so many things mixed in here.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how, for those of you who don't know how, I didn't want to open this because it's someone's order.
Like, yeah.
But then you just dip this in. I think you guys, maybe you get one from there and then.
This one?
This is it. This is how a reed diffuser looks like. So these reeds, the reason why it's called the reed diffuser is because it works on the reeds.
Okay.
It works with the reeds. These reeds are the ones that help you emit scent into the house. So all you do is just keep turning them every after 2 days.
So where does the scent come from? Let me ask.
It's just emitted. The scent is in here, so it keeps emitting, evaporating
from the roads.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then it makes your house smell so good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So here you have it, guys. Okay, so I was talking about the profit side of it. You know, most of the times we look at the money. You've told me you started this out of passion because you really love scents.
Yeah.
But did you also think of, will it make me some good money? Because that's what you're looking at, right? So did you look at the profit side of it?
Yes, I did.
When you were doing your research?
Now, that is one of the things they teach us in the master class.
Okay.
They teach us how to price our products. That's why I keep telling people, I've had people reaching out to me and like, oh, I want you to teach me how to how to make candles and all that. And then when you tell them that you are charging them, they get mad, but they don't know the hassle that we also go through to learn these things. So they teach us. If I teach you, that's when I'll help explain to you how to price your products and all that, because it's not just about making candles and selling them. You're going to make a candle that is of poor quality, sell it to someone at 100K, and they won't come back. You up. Well, you're stealing from them.
Definitely.
Yes. So so they taught us how to market our products
and how to price them.
I mean, how to price our products, market, and all those things, depending on the products we use. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Yeah. So, given that it is, I'll be very honest, I use very good products, because the same products I use are the same products that candle makers in the US and the UK use, because I buy from the same supplier that they buy from, same suppliers that they buy from, two suppliers. I'll be very, very, what do they say?
Honest.
Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I buy my products from Candle Science. So the same, like most of the people in the US know Candle Science, so they buy from Candle Science. So I am very sure that the same quality that I have is the same quality that people in the US have. So you find that someone in the US is selling this one scented candle at $100.
Yeah.
$50, $100. They never sell below $50. But here I am just selling them at, sorry, this is not a candle. Sorry. Here I am selling them at 60,000 Ugandan shillings, way below. It's actually
the price.
Half of $50. It's like $25, right? 60,000 Ugandan shillings. How much is that?
60,000 is like it's like $15.
Yeah, around that. So I do this because, of course, I'm making very little. Okay, I'll mention. From each candle, I make like 5,000 Ugandan shillings. But sometimes I make like 3,500. Now, why am I saying that? Is because the people who help me with the packaging sometimes hiken their prices. Because the person I order for packaging from is a recycler.
Let me also ask, do you get your packagings also from the UK, or they're made here in Uganda?
No, they're made in Uganda.
Okay.
There is a company in Uganda that does recycling. So all these are recycled. These boxes that I use are recycled.
Okay, that's good.
So that's why I even like use them. They recycle their products. But then sometimes they're going to reach out to you and tell you, you know what? We've not gotten anything black to recycle, and I came up with this black theme. So now at that time, they tell me, okay, the ones that are available are very expensive, so they will hike in like a price a little.
Okay.
So that's why I'm telling you that sometimes I make profits of 3-5, sometimes 5K, depending on the packaging. Because when you're marketing your product, you have to look at everything that it takes for you to
look at the branding, and it all involves the packaging, the colors, and all that.
People think I make a lot of money from the candles. I feel I make a lot of money because I love selling. Like I concentrate on the sales than the profit, like profit for one. You see how some candle makers are going to like maybe sell this at maybe 100,000 and get like an extra of 40,000 off it.
Yes.
I would rather get 5K, but like from different people, like so many people. Like I've sold like 20 in 1 week.
Like people want so much profit.
People want so much profit, which is not a bad thing. We all want money. But then for the quality that I want to give, I also want people to keep buying. That's why you see, like I think the same circle of clientele, like the same people who have been supporting me from day one are still supporting me
because recommending you to other people. That's
because I've tried and tested my product.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. So I've seen what she's talking about. The quality is really that good. You can think it is actually imported from out, but she's doing that here and she's doing it herself. That's quite interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let me also ask you, would you advise someone to engage into the candle business? Because we have so many people on here that want to, start businesses, different businesses. You told us why you are actually doing this business. Would you advise someone else to do the same, even if they're not in Uganda?
Yes. Now, for the Ugandan markets, I would advise you to concentrate on the quality and the marketing. The Ugandan audience has not yet been exposed to scented candles and reed diffusers. I'll be honest to tell you that 70% of the people buying from me are people who didn't know the use of scented candles and especially reed diffusers. I literally used to do videos here. I would tell my sister to record me, and I'm like, okay, this, you get the bottle and then get these reeds, put them in the bottle, then do this, and then, you know, literally do those videos for almost everyone. Other people would call you on video and like, and how
do I use them?
They really want to support you, but they don't even know what they are buying.
Yeah.
It's until they use them that they started knowing, I would, you know, want this over and over again. So that's how most of my clients came in. I literally looked for them on Facebook. On my I have so many people who watch my WhatsApp statuses, so there's so many people on WhatsApp that support me, and then also they decided to recommend me to their friends, their workmates, their family, and that's how I got most of my clients.
Wow, that's quite good. So we were talking about you advising someone who wants to engage into this business. Yes.
So this is a very good business if you're passionate about it, because when you're passionate about a business, you're not going to give people poor quality.
Yes.
You're going to give them something good, something that now the reason as why you even have to give people good quality is because these are, okay, for those people who like don't have so much money like me, because I make them from home, right?
Okay.
But there are people who might want to start with a lot of money and all that, have stores and all that. It's okay for them to do the way they want. But if you are starting as a small business and you know that these are products that you would also comfortably want to have around you, then use the best quality, because I for one use my house to make these candles. So once you decide to enter into this business that we are doing, the candles and the diffusers, be ready to go hard on marketing and quality, because the Ugandan market is kind of funny. People don't know these things. For a Ugandan using something for the very first time, they want something to like bring them back to you over and over again. If a Ugandan uses your product once and they don't like it, they're not coming back.
Definitely.
We all know that. So make sure your quality is top notch, and then your marketing skills, because with Ugandans, if you don't look for them, they're not going to look for you.
Now let me ask one good question. Which one is your biggest marketing strategy?
Facebook.
Only
Facebook and WhatsApp, and also friends.
Recommendations.
Like my friends keep recommending. I get, actually lately I'm getting so much of the recommendations. Oh, I went to so and so's house and their house was smelling good, and they told me they bought their reed diffuser from me over their candle and all that. Yes, but my Facebook family is extremely supportive.
That's so good.
My WhatsApp contacts are so supportive. Those ones have always been supportive, because most of them are the ones that even watch my videos on YouTube. But Facebook, with the business, they've extremely been supportive.
That's so good. So I'd like you to also take us through the challenges, because I know every business has those ups and downs. What have been some of the things that, you know, have challenged you along this journey?
Taxes.
Yeah, talk about it.
Taxes, you guys. And solo in Uganda. Taxes. URA over taxes, as you know. So,
I hope they watch this video.
And to make it worse, I bring in liquids, and you'll know what that means. So taxes disturb me a lot. Initially, okay, to be sincere, I would be making like about 15,000 if it weren't for like taxes. I'd making like 15,000 from each candle.
From each product,
but I can't. But people in Uganda using essential oils, like basic essential oils. I'm making the money. But I wanted something really different. I wanted fragrances. I didn't just want essential oils. I wanted fragrances. That's why I decided to opt for shipping into the country. So taxes really. And then secondly, sometimes my things get lost. I've been, for the past, actually ever since June. Get lost how? 18, like while you're like bringing them into, because I use so many. You can't use one source. You have to use so many people, so many okay, right now I'm now thinking of settling with just one company.
Okay.
But initially I was using so many.
All
But then
right.
some companies are not so good at what they do. They lose your things. Now, recently I lost my things. I think I just got part of them, like half of them yesterday
Okay.
from URA. So these people lost them and they didn't even know where that, you know, put them. But Kombe, I think they were trying to avoid tax. I don't even understand, because like we are ready to pay our own tax, and then that's the challenge when things come in through companies. Most times they want to ask you for money, and then they do everything for you, and then they just give you the good. But again, they also don't want to use the money that you've given them. So like you're trying to avoid
to dodge taxes.
Paying taxes.
Oh.
And at the end of it all, URA confiscates the things. And then sometimes they don't even know where the things are. They keep dodging you around and all that. But I've now gotten a solution for that. I know how to handle that. But that is one of the challenges. Another thing is talking about taxes, I pay taxes twice.
All right.
If you guys didn't know, I pay taxes twice. I pay in those countries where I ship the products from, and then I pay in Uganda.
Oh.
Because these countries don't ship to Uganda. You have to have someone who is ready to help you. I'm so glad. Let me even use this opportunity to shout out to my friends. One doesn't want to be mentioned. The other one also, actually both of them don't want to be mentioned.
Okay.
But I'll just mention one's initial, the other one is a guy, this other one is a lady.
Okay.
Mrs. G, thank you so much. She's Ugandan, living in the UK.
If she's watching this, I know she'll be so...
She has so much
happy.
helped me. You know how hard it is. Like our Visa cards don't work, you know. So I have to send money to her account, and then she uses her account to buy for me using my account. It's hard. It's really
so good
hard.
to have nice friends, guys. Yeah.
And on top of that, she buys for me, uses her card, and then it reaches out to these companies that are shipping into the country for me on my behalf. And then she also pays taxes, because now these companies don't understand that the things are sent to Uganda.
Yes.
They think that the person who is receiving them there is the one going to use them, so they charge them taxes.
So Amito is going to be taking us through the different types of candles that she has, plus their corresponding prices, how much they cost. Yeah, please take us through. Yeah.
So we have, let me start with the reed diffusers, because they're the same. It's just the bottles that vary in color. So currently I only have black and white.
Okay.
So these are the black ones, very beautiful bottles. You guys will love them. And these reed diffusers are 80,000 each. That's the last price. I don't go above 80, I don't go below 80.
Okay.
Yes, so we have them in both white and black. And the reason that's why it's called a reed diffuser or diffuser, depending on your pronunciation, is because of these reeds. Okay. This is what makes it a reed diffuser. And then we have these ones. These are the candles that go for 60,000 Ugandan shillings.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think you guys can see them. They're so beautiful, beautiful jars and all that.
Yeah. I think you guys can see it. And the quality, right now you can't really see it closely, but the quality is really that premium.
Yeah, so we also have these ones. Now, these ones, I rarely sell them to individual clients, because they are for businesses like restaurants and all that. They order for them, so I normally deliver them to them. So of course when you're making, you make in excess, so when they take some remain, and then you add them to them in the next batch, like that batch, sorry. Okay. So this is a repellent. This is a bugs repellent candle. It has ingredients, call them fragrances, that repel bugs, mosquitoes, houseflies, bees, all those things.
Okay.
So this is it. But if any of you wants them like an individual, I don't sell one, I sell two at a go. Yeah, I sell two, but each of them is 35,000.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you're taking two, I give you at 60.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then these ones are 30,000. These are just like those beautiful candles you want to have in your house because of the jars, you know. But currently it has a repellent. This is a repellent candle. Yeah, but then it can also come in this scented. These are scented.
Okay.
This is a scented.
So is that why it is pink?
Yeah, it's pink because it's I don't color repellent candles. I just leave them in their actual form.
All right.
But all the scented candles can come in different colors: pink, blue, green, name it, any color you want. Red, yeah.
Okay.
They come in different colors. This is also a scented color. Now these ones also are scented, but then sold to parlors, salons, those people who do massage, all those things, the scented candles. But like I said, I can still give them to an individual if they're taking 2. These are 35 too each, but if you're taking 2, that's 60, 30, 30. Then these ones are, sorry, I've not yet completed working on this one. It has some wax on it, but this is 15,000. It's a small one.
Is it also a repellent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a repellent. This is a repellent. Now this was a candle I done as a sample. When I'm sending out samples to potential clients, I make in these small ones. Then eventually people buy them, but normally I use them for samples when I am seeking for business at a restaurant or hotel. Yeah. But then if an individual wants them, I sell them at 15,000. But I sell not less than 3 of them to a client if you want them.
All right.
Yeah. The reason that's why I can't sell each, because the packaging is expensive.
Yes.
So you just can't sell something small like this at 15,000 and then you package it so well and all that. So it really messes up the business.
Yes.
So I decide to sell them in either 2s or 3s. Yeah, but this one you can just buy one if you want. Of course, most people buy 2, 3, and all that.
Yeah.
So those are the ones I have currently. But I normally have different jars. These come in white, they come in pink, they come in lavender, that's purple. They come in glossy white. They come in what is that color? Not a color, but they come in this. No,
colorless.
Colorless.
Yeah.
Transparent. Yeah, they come in transparent. They come in different
colors.
In different colors and shades. So it depends on whether my supplier has whether my supplier has what I want or not. Because I also depend on my suppliers. So if they don't have a certain color, then I also can't have it. Yeah.
Wow, that's quite interesting. So you have it, guys. You can come. You can support Amito. Do you mind sharing your social media platforms where someone can? Yeah, where someone can.
I don't mind. Where is my bag? How about that bag? So I use Amito Mitra on my social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. YouTube, follow me. Subscribe to my channel. And so my company is called Mitra Sense. We are on Instagram as Mitra Sense, and that's our telephone number. Those are our telephone numbers. MTN and Airtel. So Sagara Mwekwa say, oh, you only have MTN. I have both MTN and Airtel. Yep.
That's so good.
So this is my, instead of like mentioning 07, I just show them this because it's easy for them to write.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I am requesting you to kindly go support our sister. She's doing an amazing job. She's doing one of those businesses that are unique in Uganda, but I can tell, like, from what I have seen, that she has put in a lot of passion, a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and that's what business owners actually do. So kindly go support her. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. Let us know down in the comment section, what have you learned from this conversation? Would you like to even, start using scented candles? Did you know anything about scented candles, diffusers and all that? We would like to hear that in the comment section. Do you have anything to say? Your last remarks?
I just want them to subscribe to this channel. Kindly support Josephine. Subscribe to her channel. I'm so much into business, so I love supplies. So subscribe to her channel and also support her, and then also come to my channel and support me. Support my business. I'll be grateful.
If you would like to feature your story on this channel, kindly reach out to us. Our number is in the description box below. It is also in our about section. You can send me an email, you can contact me on WhatsApp or call me. And if you would like to also share a story, an inspirational story, or something that you really want to put out to the world for someone to be inspired or to be better, kindly reach out and let's share that story to the world. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
Bye.